JLG X660SJ, Compact Crawler, Operation. Activating power to the machine. Prior to operating, make sure the master switch located on the chassis below the key switch is turned to the on position. Turn the main key switch to the on position and pull out the emergency stop button. Designed to European operation standards, the only way to completely remove power from the machine is via the key switch. The lower and upper emergency stop buttons simply tell the machine the operator wants to perform functions, or the operator does not want to perform functions. Neither e-stop will remove power to the system. When parking the machine, always make sure the key is in the off position. Swing the outrigger stowed in front of the black access door out of the way, open the door, and check that the selector switch is set to platform controls. The safety state icon should appear in the LCD screen on the upper control box. This is a common point of confusion for operators. Inexperienced operators will see a machine they have yet to operate telling them to stop. The operator must cycle the control box e-stop button twice to communicate to the machine they are ready to perform functions. Once the e-stop is cycled 2 times, the safety state icon will be replaced by the active display and functions can now be performed. The JLG X660SJ can be operated on either a 2-cylinder diesel engine, located at number 11, or a lithium battery pack, located at number 10. When initially activated, the machine defaults to battery power. If the operator wishes to switch to engine power, they must press the engine button, located below the number 6 service button, twice. Once to tell the machine to switch power sources, and a second time to start the engine. Loading, unloading, and travel while outdoors is recommended on engine power. To switch back to battery power, the system must be reset via the main key switch. For cold weather starting, the engine is equipped with glow plugs. Depress the Go Back button and the engine button at the same time to activate the glow plugs. Travel and boom functions are controlled using paddle switches on top of the control box. The 2 red paddles located at either end of the box operate the undercarriage tracks independently. Push the paddles forward together to drive forward, and backward together to drive backward. To steer right, push the left paddle forward. To steer left, push the right paddle forward. It is recommended, when possible, that travel be done with the undercarriage extended out. The machine turns much easier with a wider track position. The black paddles operate main boom raise and lower, telescope out and in, basket rotate, jib raise and lower, and main boom swing. To perform any function, the foot switch must be depressed. The outrigger up function is operated by holding the number 1 button until all 4 outriggers are stowed. The outrigger down auto level function is operated by holding down the number 7 button. The number 2 manual outrigger button allows the operator to toggle between the 4 outriggers and operate them independently if need be. Holding the number 3 button will extend the undercarriage. Holding the number 9 button will retract the undercarriage. The machine does not need to be raised on its outriggers to adjust the undercarriage. The undercarriage can be adjusted while the machine is resting on its tracks. The number 5 button allows the operator to change the travel speed of the machine. The N icon does not indicate neutral. N indicates normal speed. When traveling while the control box is secured in its cradle in the basket, the operator has all 3 speeds available to select. When the machine senses the control box is off the proximity switch and out of the basket, the operator can only select low or normal to travel. Pressing the number 6 service button opens the service menu on the LCD screen. Technicians may refer to the service manual and use this menu to assist in maintaining the machine. The X660SJ is equipped with Go Home and Go Back operation features. While elevated to your working location, hold the Go Home and Go Back buttons down simultaneously to save the working location. The operator can then return to the stowed position on the ground by holding the Go Home button. When the operator is ready to return to the working location, they may do so by holding the Go Back button. If the key switch is turned off, the machine will forget its saved destination. The X660SJ can be operated from outside the platform using the control box. However, operation is limited. From this position, the operator is able to drive the machine in low and neutral speeds, adjust the undercarriage width, raise and lower the outriggers, and operate the main boom function. The machine allows roughly 3 feet of main boom elevation for loading and unloading purposes. All other boom functions are locked out until the machine senses the outriggers are down and stable. When operating outside the platform load sensing system will shut the machine down if it senses more than 80 pounds in the basket. With the outriggers in the stowed position, the same restrictions exist when operating the machine from within the platform. However, the operator now has the option of high-speed travel, and the load cell reverts to the 500-pound rating. The platform control box cradle uses a proximity switch to tell the machine that the box is locked in and operation will be performed from inside the basket. The control box must sit perfectly aligned in the cradle for the proximity switch to allow functions. To accomplish this, the cradle has a stationary bracket on one side that aligns with a small ridge on the side of the control box. The other side of the cradle has a knob that rotates another bracket into place, locking the box in position. Insert the right side of the control box into the cradle, ensuring it's resting properly on the bracket. Allow the left side to slide in, then rotate the knob to lock the box in place. The outriggers are held in place by manual pins. Each pin has a limit switch that reads the position of the pin and tells the machine if the outrigger is stowed, restricted, or open. When all 4 outriggers are in the open position, the machine is given its full working area. If 2 of the outriggers are moved into a restricted position, the machine will only be allowed a partial working area. If all 4 outriggers are in their restricted positions, the machine will operate in a significantly reduced area. The platform of the X660 can be removed for travel through narrow openings. A single wiring harness is connected to the platform. The platform is secured to the machine by 2 large, threaded caps. To remove the platform, unscrew the securement caps on each side of the platform. Next, unplug the wiring harness and place it out of the way. Lift the platform off the machine. This is a 2-person operation. Once on the ground, the platform has casters and can be rolled to the work area and put back on. The charger cord and power to platform cord are both located at the platform end of the machine next to the breakers. The charger cord is the uppermost cord, denoted by the decal above. The power to platform is the lowermost cord. When charging, the battery monitoring system, or BMS, is constantly monitoring each lithium cell and balancing out the charge to the lithium pack. Plugging in the charger initiates the BMS. If the machine is left plugged in for long periods of time, the BMS will actually discharge the battery. Do not leave the X660 plugged in for periods longer than 24 hours. A common misconception is that the engine charges the battery. The engine on the X660 does not provide any recharge to the lithium battery pack. It operates a completely separate hydraulic pump and has no connection to the battery system. There are 3 common operation issues with the X660. 1. Misalignment of the control box to the cradle proximity switch. 2. Operators not allowing the machine to complete the auto-leveling process. When complete, the machine stabilized icon will appear and the tracks will always be off the ground. 3. Inadequate training. Always take the extra time with new employees and customers to give proper training on the JLG offered X-booms. Reading the operator's manual, along with proper training, will significantly decrease issues.